And before we go off to Hagrid's, there's something here.
Quidditch training yet?
No.
This year they're even letting first years train.
They are.
You should have a go. I hear you're pretty good on a broomstick.
I am fantastic on a broomstick. This is Quidditch training, which trains you for Quidditch, but is also a very easy place to pick up house points. So it's worth doing. You can only do it once, but
Welcome,
you get
Mr.
a
Potter.
good load of house
Grab
points
your
for doing it.
broomstick and we'll begin the training.
Also, we get to test out our Nimbus 2000 for the first
Welcome
time.
to Quidditch training.
Thank you.
Whichever seeker catches the golden snitch scores his team 150 points.
That they do.
Which is why seekers tend to get fouled so much.
I think that's meant to be a
For your
joke.
first seeker training, let's practice chasing the snitch.
Okay.
Fly through 10 hoops generated by the golden snitch.
Flying through more hoops.
Set. 3, 2, 1.
All there really is to flying in this game is flying through hoops. But here we go. The Nimbus 2000 does seem to have a nicer, smoother, sleeker kind of style to fly in it, but speed-wise, doesn't do a lot. Doesn't do a lot at all. You pick up speed as you go through more hoops anyway. It's deceiving.
And 25 house points for Gryffindor.
Yes.
Time for your second seeker training lesson.
Okie
You
dokie.
seem to have the hang of chasing the
Yep.
snitch. Now let's see if you're any good at catching it.
Ooh.
Now fly through 20 hoops, then hit the cross button when the snitch moves towards your hand. On my mark, 3, 2, 1.
Little bit of a new gameplay element coming in here. We actually have to catch the snitch later. But first of all, you have to fly through all the hoops. You play 3 Quidditch matches in this game, and they're all very, very samey. The other team can't win. The game just goes on until you win, so you may as well win it fast. However, I think it's quite fun. I think it's quite fun playing Quidditch. Whoops! Going all over the place. Also, you don't have to get like 20 hoops consecutively. You can miss a hoop and go through the next one. It's not like flying training in that
For
sense.
that performance, you've earned
And I've
gold
got the
wings and
snitch straight
25
away.
house points to
You just press
Gryffindor.
cross when the snitch goes by the hand, and then hand closes.
In a
And
Quidditch match,
it is, you do have to
whichever team
master it in
seeker
terms
catches
of
the golden
timing, but
snitch wins his
it's
team
pretty straightforward.
150 points. This often results in that seeker's team winning the match. Now, let's see how you manage catching a snitch while racing against another seeker.
Uh-oh. So now we actually have kind of competition, but we
Okay.
don't,
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
because you can't not win. But it's just the idea of competition kind of just adds a bit more to it. Also, the other person just gets in your way a hell of a lot, so... But you automatically nudge each other, which is quite funny. But Harry always ends up going a little bit faster. I'm not doing too well today. And I don't know why. There's just too many hoops to fly through. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. 8. See, after like the last 10 hoops, if you're in, well, the last 10 hoops, the other seeker always disappears. So, we can catch it now. Get ready. Grab snitch.
Excellent. For that performance, you've earned gold wings and 25 house points for Gryffindor.
Woohoo!
Run along then, Mr. Potter. The Quidditch training doors are always open for you.
I won't be needing them, but thank you. Yeah, you can go in there as many times as you like. You don't pick up more house points, but you can go in as many times as you like, and that's cool. So, there's also a chocolate frog over here, if you still need it, but you shouldn't. I am gonna save the game, and then we shall go to Hagrid's. Let's carry on. And now we can go to visit Hagrid. There's still a little bit of fun we can have before we go. You'll see. You'll see. But it's this way, to Hagrid's hut. Here's Fred and George. Let's just go and talk to them.
Want the password for the portrait, Harry?
Yes, please.
Bring us blue every flavour beans.
Okie
But watch
dokie.
yourself. There are some weird creatures running around out there.
Uh-oh. What's that mean? What does that mean? Oh, we can use the pendo outside, but nothing happens if you use it on people.
My poor kitten has fallen down the well. I can't reach her.
Oh no.
It's very dark down there. Will you help
This
me?
is becoming like a
If you can find the bottom of the
animal
well, you might find her.
rescue game. Also, that's just set up a mission that we kind of don't achieve till later. That's just like planting seeds. There's a little potion here, which we might need later, so don't drink it yet. It's useful to keep it. You might see why. It depends how much we need it, to be fair. We very rarely need that potion. Very rarely need a lot of them. But oh, here's
used to have
Ron.
a puffs game, but Fred and George used it for bludger practice.
This is a game full of animal cruelty. However, these little yellow fellas, puff skeins, you can get it to eat this, and it rather crudely produces blue beans, which we need. So this little patch here is a really good place to start your bean collection, and if you don't do this bit, you'll probably find yourself short of beans. So, like I said earlier, you know, if you can get beans, get them. You can't really afford not to. The game isn't exactly stingy, but you know, there's just more than enough, so you can, like I said earlier, you can just afford to lose a few. I can't even speak. And this, I think, this just takes a really long time, and it's not that fun. But I need to stop saying follow me. This way. This way, this way. There's only one more, I think. Here, yeah. And then I'll show you something quite interesting. More blue beans. I think the easiest ones to collect are the red ones, even though you're meant to get 100 of them. They're very abundant. Right, get that last blue bean. Right, now, follow me. Not you, but I mean viewers. If you notice where the wall kind of divides up a little bit, tap square and it's a secret area. And behind this wall is a little mini game where you can collect a wizard's card.
Hello, Harry. Try to grab all the Bertie Box
And the
beans,
mini game is
but
led
mind
by
the bouncing bulbs. If they bump
Nearly
you,
Headless
you'll
Nick.
lose some of your beans.
Also, these beans, pink beans, don't really mean a lot. As in, there's you don't collect them for Fred and George. These are just for the purpose of the mini game. Yeah, you don't necessarily lose health in this game, but if you get hit by the bouncing bulbs, you'll drop beans. The only time in the game when you can drop beans. There's 3 of these challenges scattered throughout the outdoors, Oh, for God's sake! And they increase in difficulty as they go on. That one was the
Well done, Harry.
easiest.
You collected all the Bertie Bott's beans. You've earned a famous witches and wizards card for your troubles.
Thank you. The only, well, not problem, but you do get plenty of time for that challenge, so don't really worry about running out of time.
Derwent Shimpling.
Whatever he's famous for. So yeah, so there's 3 of them. They're quite fun. They keep you on your toes. Indeed. Sorry, just had to. Anyway, here we are at Hagrid's hut, and here's Hagrid.
There you are. I hope you did well in your herbology class.
I did.
Harry, can you fetch me some fire seeds from a rare plant in the forest?
No.
The plant lives just beyond the Gargoyle Gate.
Okay.
Been some very strange goings on of late. Be careful, Harry.
So you're gonna send it 11-year-old. Yeah, get used to that in this game. Hagrid is gonna make you do stuff that benefits him and only him, and while you do this for him, he just chills out and relaxes. Oh, here's Neville.
Out of my way, Harry. There's a huge monster down there.
There is a huge monster down there. Ooh, that sounds fun. Anyway, this is where the second portrait is. Obviously we can't go in at the moment, but there's also another mini game here, so we may as well do it while we're here. Sometimes I wait until I come to visit the portrait,
Harry.
but
Try to grab all the Bertie Bott's
doesn't
beans,
matter.
but mind the bouncing bulbs. If they bump you, you'll lose some of your beans.
oh, okay. Right, there's a few more to collect in this one. See, we've gone to 20 now. I can't remember what it was last game. I don't think it was 20. I'm pretty sure it was less. But so they do get challenging in a way. But just chill, just relax. If you drop a few, it's okay. There's time to get them back. It's always the last couple that seem to be quite
Well
difficult
done,
to get.
Harry. You collected all the Bertie Bott's beans. You've earned a
Woohoo!
famous witches and wizards card for your troubles.
I don't really understand how that's helping the school, or anything, for that matter, but that's Newt Scamander.
Newt Scamander.
Correct. Correctamundo. Author of Magical Beasts and Where to Find Them. So that's 5 wizard cards down. Now if we carry on walking up to where Neville came from, before we go through that, we want to go through this here. This doesn't take us to a minigame, but it takes us to this little passageway. There's a chocolate frog there. Probably important to note that there's a card up here. Collect that.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's Hengist of Woodcroft. And then there's a couple more beans. And then a passage right here. And that brings you out through the other bit of wall there. So it kind of... 2 secret areas are combined, so I always feel a bit cheated by that one. But let's go on to Gargoyle Gate, where the interesting, strange things have been going on. The ominous black figure is back and has enchanted a gargoyle, because we all remember that famous Harry Potter episode, Harry Potter and the Enchanted Gargoyle. If you charge a Flipendo up, you can get it in 3 hits. The only requirement is that you kind of fire as it dives. There we go. And somehow Flipendoing it 3 times turns it back into inanimate. And you just need to
Leviosa.
lift the piggy up. And you unlock the door. And the ominous black figure is yet to be seen. Again, 3 beans, get them, and we'll go on to the fire seed plant.